It's a great honor to be your Vice President nominee for 2013. It's an even greater honor to be the only nominee now that the deadline for write-in candidates is over. Now that's the kind of campaign any candidate would love to have. I offered to run for Vice President because of my admiration and commitment to all ITE does and what it can do. I've been inspired by all the great ITE leaders I've worked with over the past decades and treasure the opportunity to be with dedicated transportation professionals like you. ITE has always been the right organization for me because it's continually improving our transportation systems in a technical, professional, and ethical way, always keeping the welfare of the traveling public in mind. As a member of the Executive Committee, I will aggressively support our strategic plan, which states that our mission is to be the principal source of professional expertise, knowledge, and ideas, promoting transportation science and principles internationally. I'm particularly passionate about our student chapters, employers and supervisors' support of our members, and the education of our elected officials. And that means tirelessly educating officials at every level of government to ensure that transportation funding is available and regulations are reasonable. Our future depends on well-educated, dedicated students and young professionals. Where many of our student chapters are very active, some are struggling from lack of support. We must find new ways our section, districts, and international can work together to ensure strong, active student chapters. We should develop a toolbox of activities, building on successes from our many student chapters, finding ways we can help our student members and their advisors by providing mentors, speakers, webinars, and the publications they need. ITE's new National Traffic Bowl competition is a wonderful example. It really excites our student members. We must make every effort to encourage employers and supervisors to support ITE. Our canons of ethics states that the members will endeavor to provide opportunity for the professional development and advancement of professionals in the member's employ or under the member's supervision. Our goal then should be that all our young professionals and all our members receive their employer's support of their active membership and active involvement in ITE, the organization committed to their professional development. Our members are continuously finding solutions to transportation problems, planning for and designing safe, efficient transportation systems. ITE supports this work with technical reports, training, handbooks, manuals, webinars, the journal, and presentations at our section, district, and national meetings. I intend to find a way to place these tools on the ITE website for easy access by all our members. Through your planning and design of transportation improvements, our profession reduces congestion and increases safety and promotes healthy lifestyles. Many of our councils and committees are focused on ways to reduce gasoline consumption, advancing sustainable communities by promoting less automobile travel, and encouraging opportunities for bicycles and pedestrians in transit, freight movement to efficiently move goods, and traffic operations and management. We all support our commitment to reduce our dependence on fossil fuel. Now, with gasoline prices soaring to $4 a gallon, the need to reduce gasoline consumption is becoming even more important. These are difficult times. Many of our members are worrying about job security, and students fear not having jobs when they graduate, as well as reduced resources for government services. Because of this, we have to work even harder to compete for the funds we need. Our most urgent priority must be to ensure adequate federal funding of the Surface Transportation Program. We have to make clear and convincing arguments that what we do is as important as crime prevention, water and sewers, or even new highways and bridges. Sometimes I feel politicians would rather spend $100 million on new highways than $5 million on sustainable improvements. A mayor once said to me, "Hibbett, Politicians will usually do the right thing, but you really have to educate them. So throughout my career, I have observed that our most successful members are those who are able to sell our services. I continue to be inspired by many of you who love your work and are always excited to tell about your accomplishments. We must show our elected officials at local, state, and federal levels the benefit of sustainable transportation improvements, such as proper signal timing of our over 300,000 traffic signals, which will reduce fuel consumption up to 17 billion gallons a year, or how we could reduce gasoline consumption by over 1 billion gallons a year if only 10% of the U.S. population would walk 2 miles a day rather than drive their automobiles. We should show how intersection improvements, additional approach lanes, roundabouts, pedestrian and bicycle-friendly environments, efficient freight service, and public transportation reduce gasoline consumption and auto emissions. I believe we have an unprecedented opportunity to market our services, showing that we can reduce gasoline consumption, reduce congestion, increase safety, and improve the quality of lives. We can make the argument that our cost-effective improvements should receive priority over other expenditures, or even better, receive federal special funding in the future surface transportation reauthorization programs. We should rely on ITE to provide us with the skills we need to be transportation leaders, the technical skills we need to do our jobs, and the leadership skills we need to market our services. ITE must provide the tools we need to educate our elected officials, show them how we benefit society, and why we should receive funding authority. Each of us should take advantage of the leadership training modules developed by the Southern District and other training offered by ITE, including communication skills, how to facilitate meetings, how to market our services, leadership, ethics, conflict resolution, and other professional development training necessary for us to be recognized as transportation leaders. There has never been a better time for us to sell ITE in the transportation profession. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you. I hope you'll get in touch with me through the ITE webpage. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person and listening to your comments and suggestions. And thanks again for your confidence in nominating me to be your Vice President.